Hey guys, this is Zack Hample back at Progressive Field in Cleveland for the second straight day. And as you can see, we have a bit of a weather situation. The grounds crew was just out on the field. They peeled back the tarp and I thought, could they be setting it up for batting practice? But no, they put it back in place. I guess they were doing some prep work on the field. Man, yesterday was great here. It was sunny. I snagged 11 baseballs during batting practice. Today, there will not be batting practice, so I'm gonna have to rely on a toss-up to keep my streak alive. I'm not really concerned about that. I don't think I'm gonna get shut out, but there just won't be as much action. But there's some other cool things that I think might happen. So, you know, a little bit longer till the gates open and then things will get started on the inside. Well, here we go, it's toss-up time. I can't really complain too much because this is my 18th game of the year and all of the first 17 games had batting practice. There was that one game in DC, if you saw that video, where the Cardinals didn't hit, so I only had about 10 minutes of BP. But yeah, just gotta try to make something happen here.
I like that break.
Hey, sir.
Thank you. All right, I'm on the board. Thanks to my man Carlos. I'll catch up with you later today, all right? All right.
We need to go out to the
What's up, guys? You've probably seen this guy in some other videos before. Carlos Muñoz, one of the two Astros bullpen catchers. Really great guy. It's always good to catch up with you, but some stadiums, it's kind of difficult because of the bullpen configuration. Like, you just can't actually get close enough to talk face to face. So, good setup here in Cleveland. Just wanted to ask you a few questions because it's stuff that I've always wondered, and I'm sure a lot of you guys also wonder stuff like, who is the toughest pitcher to catch when you're warming guys up in the bullpen?
Yeah, I got that question from kids, you know, on social media. Who's the toughest guy to catch? And I mean, I would say none of them are difficult to catch because, I mean, they're pro. They'll pretty much throw the ball right in the zone.
Right where you want it,
yeah. Exactly. Sometimes they throw in front of you, but I mean, that's once in a while. I mean, I enjoy catching these guys because if they say outside, you set up yourself outside, they throw it right there. It's very fun.
Yeah. So who has thrown the hardest of anybody that you've caught? You've caught some 100-mile-an-hour fastballs?
Yeah, Ken Giles is one of them.
100 miles Giles, right?
Yeah, 98, 99 when he's warming up sometimes, you know, 100. The last pitch he throws probably the last two. Also, we had back then, we used to have Rainer Cruz. He's now with the Braves. He's now throwing 102 for the Braves. So
102.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes they throw a straight, sometimes they throw fastball with some cuts or sink. It's hard to catch those two.
Can you tell sometimes when you're warming a guy up that he's just got his best stuff that day, like he's really on his game?
Exactly. When they have a lot of movement on the ball, it's really hard to catch. So that's when you say, oh man, that's a lot of movement.
And sometimes it's the opposite. It's like, I don't know if he's got his stuff today. Or...
Yeah, I've noticed that before too. Like, oh man, this guy's gonna get, you know. But at the end, it's I mean, they do the best in the mound and they bring every day the best. And I mean, they get the 3 outs. Sometimes, you know, a lot of movement. And then when they come on the mound, they get rocked too. I mean, it's baseball. You never know.
I love it. I love it. Getting the inside perspective from a major league bullpen catcher right here who's seen it all. Really cool. By the way, if you can get a shot of this shirt, Baseballista means baseball player in Spanish. This is actually the apparel company of this man right here. So check out the description below this video. I'll throw a link there where you can check it out. They don't just make shirts, what? Hats?
Hats, a sleeve, hoodies, beanies, and I mean, you can check it out, baseballista.us. And I mean, you can get in contact with me too. We have an email, so you can get in contact with me at baseballista.us.
Yeah, so check it out. Thank you for the baseball today.
Anytime.
Helping to keep my streak alive. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of a connection. So yeah, just great catching up with you, and hopefully I'll see you in Houston this year and maybe even some other places on the road.
Yeah. Thank you for your support too.
All right, great.
Thank you guys.
All righty.
I'll see you.
For those seated in the suites, club lounge, family deck, and press box.
Well, it went from raining to being sunny to raining again, even harder. Tarp is still on the field, and I think this game might end up being delayed. And it's just kind of funny to note that outside the stadium I was complaining about, oh, there's no batting practice, and poor me, my life is awful, this is going to be a boring day. But it's actually turned out to be really fun. In 2 days. I don't even know who hit that. I was talking to people out here, but I saw the ball go up in the air, and it's like, all right, that's pretty easy. I'm all over it. Marwin González, that's who hit it. Now, I'm sorry that I don't have like a live shot in this video for you guys of me maneuvering through the section and showing the ball flying into my glove, but my videographer doesn't always have his camera ready to go every single pitch of every game. That would just be exhausting. So let me just tell you quickly what happened. I was kind of standing in the middle of this section, and the ball went up, and I knew it was gone. But the question was it going to reach this back walkway, or was it going to fall short? So I didn't want to run up into the front row only to have the ball sail over my head. So I kind of hung back here. And when you look at the replay, and by the way, I will link to that in the description below this video as well. So I hung back for a moment, and when I determined that it was going to land up front, I scooted through like the couple of rows here and then cut to the side and kind of did a little like a lunge catch, and you know, it felt good. I think it looked good. I saw a replay myself, so definitely check that out in the description. That is my 51st lifetime game home run ball. My luck was bad with home runs for the whole first month of the season. It's late in April now, and I was actually telling friends, I feel like I'm just not going to catch one this year. And all right, things change fast. We're heading to the 7th inning right now. The Astros are on top 3-2. There have been 3 home runs hit in this game, and I've caught 2 of them on the fly. Marwin González in the top of the 2nd inning, and Almonte in the bottom of the 5th. It's one of those nights, man. Sometimes the luck is just on my side. The second one, Almonte, I mean, it was pretty simple, I guess. I was standing in the back again, just kind of drifted to the front. A couple other people stood up and made the catch. So this is the second time, just the second time ever for me that I've caught 2 home runs on the fly in a single game. It's a final here at Progressive Field. The Indians won 4-3, and man, where to begin? Once again, I was complaining at the start of the day, oh, poor me, no batting practice, it's gonna be slow. And I actually felt a little bit cheap as the game was starting, that I only had 1 baseball, and it came from Carlos Muñoz, someone that I know. So it's like, that's sort of a lame way to keep my consecutive game streak intact, right? But then I caught 2 home runs during the game, hey! So, yeah, I looked up on my website, zackhample.com, some of my own stats. I don't have it all memorized. Tonight is the 5th time that I've ever snagged 2 home runs during 1 major league game, and it's only the 2nd time where I've caught 2 home runs on the fly in 1 game. So that's really cool. This is the 10th different stadium where I've snagged a game home run. I got one last night, so 3 home runs in 2 days, 3 baseballs total. I gave away one of them. I'm keeping the 2 home runs, but I gave one away to a kid. All 3 count for my lifetime total, so 9,596. I just tried to capture this day as best as I can. Sometimes the camera is not always ready, but I hope you enjoyed this video. And we are driving tonight to Toronto. I'll be at Rogers Centre tomorrow. The quest for 10,000 balls rolls on. It wasn't a huge numbers day today, but I'm also going for 100 game home run balls, and I made a giant step in that direction. So feeling great. Thank you guys for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen.